Hi, I'm Rebecca Walker with Cambiati Wellness, and today we're going to talk about sprouting. Sprouting is a wonderful way of getting in some extra nutrients into your diet in a really simple way, and it's a fun project that makes you feel accomplished once you've completed the sprouting process. It's especially fun with kids, but truth be told, I love doing it just for myself and watching them sprout. So the first thing to know about sprouting is that it's a lot easier if you get a kit. So right here, I have purchased a kit. I'll put a link so that you can find this same kit. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but I really like the way it gets the angle right for these because that's going to be really important for getting drainage correctly done. Because if you don't drain them very well, then you're going to end up with mold. And that's actually one of the reasons that I'm going to recommend that you sprout yourself instead of getting them at the grocery store. Unfortunately, there's a really big problem with salmonella and E. coli with sprouts that you might find at the grocery store. If you are buying them at the grocery store because you're feeling risky, then what I want to make sure that you do is that you get them chilled. And you should never handle anything without your hands being clean. So I just made sure to wash my hands, and we're gonna go ahead and start the process. So what I have here is I have two different types of sprouts. I have some broccoli sprouts, and I have a brassica family sprout that gives us a little bit of different types of sprouts. Now, I've chosen the broccoli sprouts because they're really high in sulforaphane, and sulforaphane is fantastic for cancer fighting prevention. And so one of the things that you can do is try different types of sprouts, see which ones are your favorite, but this is going to have significantly more sulforaphane than even eating broccoli or other crucifers like your kale or Brussels sprouts or things like that. So it's a really simple thing that you can add to your diet to get a lot of those cancer fighting benefits. So what you're going to do when you start is you're going to open up your jar. And this is a tablespoon. This is a good amount for this size jar. Just keep in mind that you want to get the sprouts out after, and doing too many sprouts can make that a more challenging process. The first thing to do with this is to just rinse them with cool water. So you're just going to swirl them around. And at this point, then you're just going to dump. Now, the important thing when you are putting these up, this one is designed to actually be at a pretty big angle like this. Now, you'll notice that there's water still draining out of here. That's exactly what you want. And then you're going to rinse at least 2 times each day with cold water. And you want to actually do that with the water on pretty high because you want to get oxygen in there. That's going to help with prevention of the sprouts and also getting good quality sprouts. Now, if you're feeling fancy, one of the things you can do is do one extra rinse and look for the floaters that are at the top and pull those out. I find that buying a really good quality sprout prevents this issue. So I choose heirloom varieties, of course, that are going to be organic. And I look for a really great provider of good quality seeds, and I find that I don't end up with as many floaters or problematic seeds. So just remember that at least twice a day you need to rinse or you'll get mold, and make sure that it gets drained really well. If you're feeling fancy or just loving the process, the ideal number of times is to rinse them 3 to 4 times. So you'll watch them, and in about 5 days, you'll actually have completed sprouts. And again, make sure that you wash your hands, and then you're going to take those sprouts and you're going to put them in the refrigerator. You can also freeze them so that you can use them later, but you can add them onto all kinds of foods to get those extra nutrients, and especially that sulforaphane. I'm Rebecca Walker in the Cambiati Wellness Kitchen. Thanks so much for joining me.